Today, I have with me Katherine Davis. She is the director at the Growing Place. She is with year 2 with the Infant Toddler Project. And Katherine, how long have you been a director?
Yes, I've been at the Growing Place directing. June the 16th of this month will be 24 years.
Wow. And then can you tell us a little bit of background, like how you got started as a director there?
Yes. As I started in pretty much right after high school, I was doing classes, early childhood classes in high school my senior year. And the Growing Place was one of my sites that I actually was here at. And I worked with the 2-year-olds.
That's a great age. I love that age.
I love it. That's my favorite. I'm partial.
Yeah, me too.
I then worked, did that for high school. And then after high school, I came here as a floater. And I had no idea this is what I wanted to do. So I actually was working 2 other jobs. And I told Miss Smith this wasn't what I wanted to do. And within 6 months, I was back and she put me in the classroom as a 2-year-old teacher for a little while, went back to floater. And the next thing I knew, I became director. And here I am.
Wow.
The rest is history.
Well, thank you so much, Katherine. I enjoy that you kind of told us your little story and that you've been a director for 24 years. I can't even imagine. I feel like that's one of the harder jobs to do, is to have to make sure everything's in order. You know, if somebody's out of the classroom, you're in there. And I know from experience, you're very hands-on. So I appreciate that. And it definitely shows within your leadership within your center.
Thank you.
How has the Directors Leadership Academy benefited you?
The one thing that I've really enjoyed about the Directors Leadership Academy is having the opportunity to know that I can share ideas and have the community of directors. That's really made a difference in how I've been able to have, I think, just ideas and moving forward. I mean, honestly, it's been a support through just the COVID. Honestly, it was a being able to reach out and have those support groups. And I think one thing that's important too is that we've been able to share and help each other. So I can't even tell you how it's benefited me in many ways.
Right, because with the pandemic, it has been kind of hard. You know, we couldn't gather or couldn't do. We usually do it face to face. So the Zoom did give us a platform to have that meeting still. And I do think, and you bring a wealth of knowledge to the group, like whether you know it or not. With your 24 years experience, and we have some directors that are new, like you're, saying your experiences and validating the things that they're going through really does go a long way, whether you know it or not. So we do appreciate that you participate and you talk within these meetings, because they do gain a lot. You gain a lot from each other, but your experience, 24 years is a long time. You're not new to this at all. So, your experience and what you bring to it is very valuable. So thank you for that.
And I want to be there to help those others that are new.
Yes.
I know how hard it was starting out myself. And I want to be able to say to them that they can do it.
Right. And you're one of the ones like, you can call me, so we appreciate that, because like you said, when you're first starting out, I can't imagine as a director, like, she was kind of just thrown into it, the new one that we have. So she felt really good to have a support of you guys, and a lot of veterans, in the group that, she can call on you guys. So thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay. And the last question I have for you is kind of a 2-part question.
Okay.
How has the Infant Toddler Project impacted you as well as your center?
Okay. Yeah. The Infant Toddler Project has really been helpful for me in many ways. I know through just knowing that it's around the past and using that as a tool and having that to really say, are these the things we're doing? Is this something that I need to work on? Are these things, having goals? I love that. And, and not in a bad way, but I love that it's also holding me accountable for things that I can, even though I know it's there on the burner to do it, but sometimes things get busy, and just being held accountable. A lot of times it's just saying, oh, I need to do that. I need to report to Joy. We want to make sure we're doing those goals and meeting them. And so that's meant a lot to me. And I know that if it hadn't have been for this project, I don't know if I would have took that extra step to have wanted to make a difference, even though I know that the past is absolutely a wonderful tool. And I loved going through it and being able to have some goals. So also for the center, I think for Miss Mendoza's class, I can't even tell you how impacted it's been. The teachers have learned so much. To watch them be able to interact with those children and change their communication skills, I can't even tell you the beauty that it's been, not only for the children. And the only thing, again, with the COVID and that pandemic, the parents have only heard what we've told them, but if they could have just seen it in action, because they haven't been able to come down the hall or see it in the classroom. But we've told them about it. We put it in newsletters. They've had, you know, they knew about all the cool stuff we got for the room and the children. But I think just watching the teachers really engage, and again, the project's made a huge difference, because it's shown them some steps and things to do that they would have not necessarily known. And when there's 3 teachers in a classroom, they all got to work together. It's impacted all 3 of them because they've watched their lead.
Yes, that I was about to say that as
the
well.
initiative and just learn from each other. And so I've been excited about it the whole time, and I really enjoyed what I wish I could do it from a whole center, but
I know, I wish, you know, this is our hopes. We wish that the project could continue on and we can reach out to more classrooms, but I definitely saw that too. Like, she has 2 assistants in her room, and I see them, like, because Mendoza is an awesome teacher, and I've seen her, you know, just do wonders in there. And then I just see that she's getting more of that help and more of that support from them. Like, it's been like a spillover effect. Like, they see with the project what she's done. Like, she already was an awesome teacher, but I feel like she's reached another level. And I feel like the assistant teachers they're getting that way as well.
16 years.
Right.
She started out as my 3-year-old teacher, but again, the longevity and what she's continued just to, you know, scaffold and continue to grow.
Yes. So yeah, it's been so awesome working with you guys. Like I said, we only hope that the project will continue on and that we could work with more. I would love to work with you guys more. It's an awesome center. And I thank you guys for all that you do. You're awesome director. That's why you have awesome teachers. It's, you know, it definitely shows. It definitely shows. So thank you so much, Katherine, for speaking with me today.